Hi, my name is Adam Hoover. I'm an area executive with Fidelity Bank here in High Point, and I'm also proud to be the chair of the 2024 campaign for the United Way of Greater High Point. I want to express the reason I'm doing that is, and the passion that I have around United Way really comes from, my upbringing in a small town in western North Carolina. My mother was 16 years old when I was born. She was a single mother of three. Through her hard work and through the support of the community, I was actually the first one in our family to be able to attend college. And that hope is all I needed. And that hope is why I'm passionate about United Way, because I believe it allows support to our community that gives hope to those who need it most. And they could potentially change the world to make it a much better place.
Thank you, Adam. Can you explain to us how inflation and Hurricane Helene has impacted the organization and the communities that we serve?
Absolutely. Inflation has been it's been a longer term issue in terms of it has definitely been going up over the past few years. And when you look at these families who are struggling to begin with, all of a sudden when their grocery bills are 30-40% higher than they've been accustomed to, that makes it very challenging to support the families that they love. Helene is a very similar story, although it didn't happen as rapidly as over such a long term. That was just a very catastrophic event that kind of came out of nowhere. And the challenge that's created locally is our partner agencies that we support have really stepped out of their box, if you will, to provide great support for Western North Carolina, as we should. But that's created a gap and a need here locally because, for lack of a better term, the pantry is getting empty. And so being able to support those agencies who are supporting our neighbors in the western part of the state, my hometown, by the way, that is very important to make sure we refill their supplies and their funds to be able to care for the local community who may be taking on residents from Western North Carolina if they need to relocate to surrounding areas such as High Point.
Thank you, Adam. Can you share with us an example of how donations have helped support individuals or families in this crisis?
Yeah, I would kind of speak to that in terms of specifically our children in the community. One of the programs that we're most proud of and we think has the biggest impact is our backpack program. We serve over 2,000 local children, and what this program is designed, every Friday they are sent home with a backpack full of food and snacks to make sure that they have proper nutrition over the weekend while they may not be in school receiving the meals that they get there. And I would tell you that is back to the hope piece, being able to make sure that they're well nourished and can focus in school. And that does not take a lot of money individually to support. Just get this, $1 a week, $52 a year would allow us to support 9 additional children. And that's a great way to make a small donation, make a big impact.
Thank you. Last question for you. What's one message that you want the community to remember about United Way of Greater High Point during these challenging times?
Yeah, I think hope is what I really hope everyone gets out of this. But I would tell you the generosity of this community is what I will remember. I have seen that in very real and practical ways, and just the outpouring of love and generosity is something that I think for the 2024 campaign, these challenging times, but for really years to come, everyone will remember how the community stepped up to support those in need.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you for having me.